So the first thing we're going to do is to add a horizontal line. So we're going to come here to the shortcodes and then select dividers. I'm going to choose horizontal rule. I'm going to need another one, so I'm just going to copy that and then paste. Between these two horizontal lines, I need to add a quotation. So I'm going to come again here to the shortcodes, typography, and then quote. So this is where we need to enter our quote. So I'm going to come here to lorem 2 and I'm just going to select a quote, copy, and then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, we don't need to worry about font style, and I'm going to click insert. Okay, so let's take a look at changes so far. Click update, and then I'm going to come to the main page and refresh. Okay, so you can see our quotation is in there, and also our two horizontal lines are in there. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to make this text bold. So I'm going to highlight and then come over here and press B. And then I'm going to update that. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some columns. So I'm going to come again to the shortcode. And then I'm going to come to column layout. Okay, for this layout, I need 3 columns. So I'm going to select 3 on the drop down. The first one needs to be 2/3, and then the last one needs to be 1/3. So I'm going to insert. Then next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to YouTube and grab our video. Here on YouTube, this is the video I need to embed. So making sure that your video size is 640 by 360 by selecting it in the drop down, highlight the text, copy, and then go back, and then we need to paste it here. Now remember, if you need to embed a video, you have to make sure that you're in the text mode. So I'm going to click text, highlight column 2, 3, and I'm going to paste. Okay, so I'm going to click update, and then let's take a look at how our page looks so far. I'm going to refresh the page, and here we go, our video is in there. So lastly, we need to enter the testimonial. So again, I'm back here. I'm going to go back to the visual. And then I'm just going to highlight this text, add media. And this is the image I'm going to use. Now, in my case, I'd uploaded it earlier on. So I'm going to select my image and then link to media file. I'm going to select none. And I'm going to make it a thumbnail. Insert into post. And then after this image, I'm going to add text next to it. So I'm going to come to lorem 2 and then just copy a bunch of text. That will do. And then I'm going to paste it. Okay, so let's update and take a look at that. Okay, so we can see that the text is not aligned neatly. So I'm going to go back in here and then make sure the image is aligned left. So I'm going to click on the image and then I'm going to align left. Update. And then let's take a look at the changes. I'm going to refresh the page. Okay, so that's better. So I think I need to add a bit more text. So I'm going to go back to lorem 2 and then add copy. And I'm going to add the text at the end of this line. Update. So you have to keep going back and forth between your main page and your design page because you need to see how the layout looks. So finally, I'm going to go back and highlight this text and then make it bold. Add a dash before it. And maybe get rid of a bit of this text and then click update. Okay, I'm happy with that. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to add a horizontal line below this testimonial. All right, so I'm going to go back And this time I'm going to go into text mode because I can't really see where my text ends. So I'm going to go back to text mode, and then this is where I need to add my horizontal line. So I'm going to press enter, and then I'm just going to copy and paste it from here. And I'm going to place it just after the word strong. Press update, and hopefully that line should be right below the text. So I'm going to refresh. Okay, so that worked. Fantastic. So next I want to add a button. So I'm going to go back to visual. Then I'm going to scroll down right at the end here. Place my cursor between the horizontal line. And then I'm going to add a button. The button title is going to be sign up. And then I'm just going to put dummy link. The size is going to be extra large. The style needs to be orange. And that's about it for the button. So I'm going to press insert, update, and then refresh the page and see if that change took place. Okay, so we need to add a bit of space after the line. So I'm going to go back here. So this is our button link. So I'm just going to press enter and update. So that should add a space between our button and our line. So I'm going to refresh the page. Okay, that's better. I really like how the page is coming up now. So next we're going to add a Twitter button. So I'm going to go back here, and I'm also going to add another horizontal line. So I'm going to search for the code. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to press enter and then paste it. So between these horizontal lines is where I need to add my Twitter follow button. So I'm going to come back here to the shortcode, and then I'm going to go to social buttons and Twitter follow button. I'm going to enter my username, MAK17, and I'll leave everything as they are as default. Insert, update, and let's take a look at the changes. Okay, a few more updates. We just need to add a space just after the line so we can give the follow Twitter button some space above it, and also the same on the sign up button. Okay, so I'm going to go back, press enter, and then press enter, update. Right, so the page looks just like how I intended. So this is really good. Okay, next we're going to do a few tweaks, and I'm going to rearrange the menu. So I'm going to go back here, appearance, and menus. So I'm going to create a new menu. I'm going to call it main menu. Then I'm going to select create menu. I'm going to come down here to primary menu and then make sure main menu is selected. Save that. I'm going to view all my pages and then select all of them and then add to menu. In fact, we don't need to add main menu, so I'm going to add to menu. Okay, so I just need contact to be the last page and everything else seems okay. So I'm going to save the menu, and then I'm going to refresh and see if the changes took place. Okay, so this main page needs to be renamed to home. So I'm going to come back here, click on the drop down, and then rename it to home. Save the menu. And that's perfect. We're going to also change the footer text. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to come here to menu, canvas, theme options. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come here to styling and layout and then scroll all the way to the footer. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to enlabel footer right. And then I'm just going to add text between these arrows. So I'm going to call it designed by and then save. So what I've done now is I've replaced the default footer that comes with this theme, which is powered by WordPress, designed by Woo. So now if I refresh the page, it's now designed by Mac. Brilliant. Okay, so finally, I need to show you how to configure our Contact Us page. So I'm going to come back here, and then under Canvas, I'm going to come to Contact Page, select, and then I'm just going to add my email address. Save all changes. So now if we go to our pages and go to all pages, to add a form on our Contact Us page, all you have to do is to click Edit, and then go to Template, and then choose Contact Form. Update. And now if we go to our Contact Us page, you should see a form. There you have it. Okay, so that's duplication. So I'm just going to get rid of that text, which says Contact Us, which is right here. Delete that, and then click Update. To refresh, and that looks nice. If someone enters their name and email, this form will send the email right to the email that you configured in the settings. Okay, so finally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some text onto the sliders, and I'll show you how to do that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to Canvas, Theme Options, and then we're going to go to Business Template, and then Featured Slider. Right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to activate this featured slider title. So I'm going to click on that, and this is where you can choose the size of your font. So this can be whatever you want, and you can also choose the font and the color. So once you're happy with those settings, you click Save All Changes, and then you go to Slides. So what I've done, I've added all the slider titles. So this is what's going to show on the slider. So I've added these beforehand. So this is what you need to do for each and every slider, and also add the description for the slider. So now if I come here to the main site and refresh the page, you can see now our sliders have headings and a subheading. So that's it for this video. I hope you benefited a lot from this video and the layout. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.